Okay, we're starting out with a 200-meter freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have the Chat B team. Lane 2, the Haste A team. Lane 3, UVA A team. Lane 4, Utah A team. Lane 5, Olympus A team. Lane 6, Lehigh A team. Lane 7, Utah B team. And Lane 8, Olympus B team. Looks like the Utah A team is out in front right now. Close race for second. And that is the Utah A team with a time of 1:39.95. This is Heat 2. In Lane 1, we have Olympus D team. Lane 2, South Davis A team. Lane 3, Hilltop B team. Lane 4, Olympus C team. Lane 5, Fish Market B team. Lane 6, Sousa A team. Lane 7, Fish Market A team. And Lane 8, UV Rays B team. Tight race here. Looks like it's going to be Fish Market A team with a time of 1:45.66. This is Heat 3. In Lane 1, we have the Wasatch A team. Lane 2, Lehigh B team. Lane 3, UV Rays C team. Lane 4, Cottonwood Heights A team. Lane 5, Park City A team. Lane 6, Fish Market C team. Lane 7, UV Rays D team. And Lane 8, the Cottonwood Heights C team. of the pool, that's the Cottonwood Heights A team with a time of 1:47.44. Okay, heat 4 of 6. In lane 1, we have Southern Utah C team. Lane 2, Cache Valley A team. Lane 3, Southern Utah B team. Lane 4, Fish Market D team. Lane 5, Hilltop Aquatics C team. Lane 6, South Davis B team. Lane 7, Hilltop Aquatics D team. And Lane 8, Wasatch B team. Coming in first in that heat is the team from Cache Valley, lane 2 with a time of 1:50.84. This is heat 5 of 6. In lane 3, we have the Salt Lake City Legends B team. Lane 4, Southern Utah D team. Lane 5, Cottonwood Heights D team. Lane 6, Salt Lake City Legends A team. And lane 7, CUDA A team. Lane 1 is the heat winner with a time of 1:52.92. This is the sixth and final heat of the mixed 200-meter freestyle relay. We have in lane 3, CUDA B team, lane 4, South Davis C team, and lane 5, South Davis D team. Oh, very tight race here. It's going to come down to the very end. Both teams being from South Davis. And lane 4, South Davis C team touches with a 1:56.02. And the second place was a 1:56.07. All right, now we're going to have a 5-minute break, and then we'll resume with event number 2, the girls 400-meter freestyle. semifinals 400 meter freestyle. This is heat 1 of 7. In lane 1, we have Rory Sorensen from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 2, Gretchen Lane from Fish Market. Lane 3, Haley Tiffany from Hilltop Aquatics. Lane 4, Kara Martinson from UVA. Lane 5, Avery Bulkley from UVA. Lane 6, Sarah Mallory from Southern Utah. Lane 7, Hannah Siseverovic from Cottonwood Heights. And Lane 8, Ella Fuller from Southern Utah. Halfway through this 400, and the lead right now is lane 5, and that is Avery Bulkley from UVA. Pretty close race across the field. We have just under 200 meters to go. These heats are just the prelim events. That the top 32 swimmers in the event will be coming back tonight to swim in finals. Touching first in this first heat, that is Avery Bulkley from UVA with a time of 4:31.05. heat 2 of 7. In lane 1, we have Greta Doretto of Olympus. Lane 2, Carolyn Riding from UVA. Lane 3, Lorraine Moran from Olympus. Lane 4, Abigail Pope from Utah. Lane 5, Chloe Thompson from Utah. Lane 6, Shayla Zolchik from Fish Market. Lane 7, Chesney Bonner from Southern Utah. And Lane 8, Eleanor Plant from Fish Market. At the halfway mark, we have the ladies from Utah almost dead even. Abigail Pope and Chloe Thompson in lane 4 and 5. On to the last 25 for the two in front. Looks like Pope is pulling ahead slightly. And that is Pope touching the wall first with a 4:32.18. 3 of 7. In lane 1, Sadie McDonald from Olympus. Lane 2, Nadia Alonso, Fish Market. Lane 3, Laura Rigby from Cache Valley. Lane 4, Kira Jameson from SSC. Lane 5, Raiden Harris from UVA. Lane 6, Macy Polson, UVA. Lane 7, Lauren Bigelow, Park City. And Lane 8, Carolee Moore from Hilltop Aquatics. The halfway mark, Jameson in lane 4 has the lead, followed closely by Harris in lane 5. And that is Kira Jameson touching first in lane 4 with a time of 4:46.71. This is heat 4. In lane 1, we have Amelia Sampt. Lane 2, Delaney Dolan. Lane 3, Isabel Reynolds. Lane 4, Sophie Topham. Lane 5, Elsa Bringard. Lane 6, Riley Johnert. Lane 7, Sarah Cook. And lane 8, Lene Nilsson. It looks like lane 8, Nelson, is leading currently. They're coming up on the 150-meter mark. Nelson still in the lead after that flip turn. And that's a 2:21.06 at the 200 for Nelson. Just over 100 meters to go for the whole field. These swimmers really want to dig in now and give it everything they got to get back to that wall and hopefully get a best time. Coming into the wall in first place, that is Nilsson, Lene Nilsson from UVA with a time of 4:49.07. Second place was Bringard in lane 5. Third was John Art in lane 6. This is lane 5 of heat 5 of 7, excuse me. Lane 1, Alexandra Lunn from Olympus. Lane 2, Imea Barlow from Park City. Lane 3, Sandy Johnart from Skyline. Lane 4, Tate Swenson, Park City. Lane 5, Jennifer LaDuchesne, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 6, Irma Lamb, Southern Utah. Lane 7, Gabriella Zurius, Cottonwood Heights. And lane 8, Dylan Romprey from Southern Utah. Lane 5 out to an early lead. Very close race between all the lanes right now. They're just barely getting started, trying to pace themselves but still go fast on this 400. Swenson and LaDuchesne, lane 4 and 5, exact same time at their first 100 split. Lane 1's taking the lead at the halfway point. It's Lunn from Olympus, and she's out in a 2:24.85. Close race across the whole field, but it looks like the two outside lanes, Lund and Romprey, are in the lead right now. Coming up on the 300 mark, and we just have to dig in that last 100 and finish hard. Romprey, lane 8 in the lead right now. to the wall, finishing first. That was Rompery with a time of 4:54.82. Second was Lund with 4:56.15, lane 3 was second, Jonart with 4:56.02. Heat 6 of 7, lane 1, Ava Ellington from UVA. Lane 2, Madeline Balagot from Lehigh. Lane 3, Ksenia Keller from Wasatch. Lane 4, Emma Stevens from Southern Utah. Lane 5, Sarah Corliss from Cache Valley. Lane 6, Ellie Long from UVA. Lane 7, Amber Lawyer from Cache Valley. And lane 8, Navy Dent from Lehigh. Stevens in lane 4 is starting to pull ahead of the rest of the field. Let's see if she can hold on to that lead. Well, looking good out there. Leading at the halfway point is lane 6, Ellie Long from UVA. It's at 2:26.06. Still anybody's race. They have just under 200 meters left to go. coming into the finish. That's lane 6, Long from Utah Valley, the 4:56.50. Touching second was Ellington, 5:02.28. Sarah Coyle is touching with a 4-second drop. Good job. Seventh and final heat of the women's 400-meter freestyle. Lane 1, that's Even from Utah. Lane 2, Annalise Han from Park City. Lane 3, Haley Bott from UVA. Lane 4, Sophie Modeshaw from UVA. Lane 5, Jessica Holst from Fish Market. Lane 6, Darcy Smith from Lehigh. And Lane 7, Adelaide Wilson from CUDA. Even over in lane 1 from Utah has a pretty significant lead right now, flipping at the 200 in a 2:18.18. Lane 1 even coming in strong for that finish. And she is going to touch the wall in a 4:43.30. First place in that heat. Just a reminder, only the top 32 swimmers in the event will be coming back to swim again for finals. The top 8 being in the championship final. Second place was Bot, 5:04.90. Up next, we have the boys 400-meter freestyle. Event number 3 coming up. Event 3, the boys 400-meter freestyle. This is heat 1 of 6. Lane 1, Robert Barton from Olympus. Lane 2, Damon Erickson from Southern Utah. Lane 3, Keegan Elgie from Park City. Lane 4, Jeffrey Stalchek from Utah. Lane 5, Kellen Cameron from Utah. Lane 6, Van Haney from Haste. Lane 7, Jameson Taylor from Park City, and Lane 8, Caleb Gallagher from Utah. Lane 3, Elgie in the lead, taking it out in a 58.62. Still in the lead right now is Lane 3, Elgie. His 200 split was 2:01.87. They're moving out there. It's a good race. Lane 3 is really pulling away. It's going to be a close race for second place. Last 50. For first place, Keegan Elgie with the time of 4:10:51. Heat 2 of 6. In lane 1, we have Ammon Kamau from Fish Market. Lane 2, Glenn Tanner from Salt Lake City. Lane 3, Miles Moran from Olympus. Lane 4, Chance Ruka from Utah. Lane 5, Jackson Hatcher from Olympus. Lane 6, Alessandro Alberga from UVA. Lane 7, Easton Mouser from UVA. And Lane 8, Alexander Berg from Hilltop. Good race going on between lane 7, Mouser, lane 4, Rika. Looks like Mouser has a slight lead over him. 2:02:60 at the 200 mark. Turning into that last 50, Rika in lane 4 has the lead. 3:40:17, now less than a 50 to go. lane 7, Mouser chased Rika down to finish first with a 4:12.14. Rika second with a 4:12.89. Heat 3 of 6. In lane 1, we have Lincoln Hymas from UVA. Lane 2, Nathan Contreras from Park City. Lane 3, Lee Cummert from UVA. Lane 4, Sam Peterson from Haste. Lane 5, Jonathan Lemon from UVA. Lane 6, Marcus Richter from Fish Market. Lane 7, Andrew Webster from South Davis. Lane 8, James Christensen from UVA. Lane 3, Cummert has a slight lead at the 150 mark with a 1:35.1, closely followed by Lincoln Hymas in lane 1 with a 1:35.5. Hymas in lane 1 is pulled ahead. The 200 mark, halfway, that's 2:09.58. That's Hymas in lane 1, still with the lead at 3:18.87. Just under 100 meters to go now. Hymas with the healthy lead going into the finish. Now it's a race for second place. And Hymas touches the wall, first place with a 4:26.93. Second place, Contreras in lane 2, 4:31.12. And third place is lane 6, Richter, with a 4:31.90. Heat 4-6 in lane 1, we have Jace Fambro from Layton. Lane 2, Parker Edwards from Wasatch. Lane 3, Jacob Hamlin from Fish Market. Lane 4, Luca Falabella from Lehigh. Lane 5, Harrison Bay from Park City. Lane 6, Cedric Monson from Cuda. Lane 7, Max Dixon from Haste. And lane 8, Cody Judd from Southern Utah. Good early lead from lane 5. That's Bay from Park City. Bay in lane 5. Big lead ahead of the rest of the field. In second place currently is lane 3 with Hamlin. Just over halfway through the race. More 100 to go for Bay. It's at 3:16.77 at the 300 mark. Touching first place in that heat is lane 5, Harrison Bay from Park City, with a 4:25.71. That is a 13-second drop from Bay. Second place finish is Hamblin at a 4:38.06. And third is Monson with a 4:47.60. This is heat 5 of 6. Lane 1, Mateo Flores from UVA. Lane 2, Blake Reed from Cache Valley. Lane 3, Gabriel Holst from Fish Market. Lane 4, Levi Galaviz from Fish Market. Lane 5, Thomas Chamberlain, South Davis. Lane 6, Max Wiesman from West Valley. Lane 7, Benjamin Towsley from South Davis. And Lane 8, Simon Flores from Salt Lake. That's Levi Galaviz with the early lead in lane 4, flipping at a 1:03.07. Post race in the middle of the pool out there from Galaviz and Holst, both flipping at a 2:15 at their 200 mark. The rest of the field is also pretty close together. Looks like it's going to come down to the very end here. Holst has pulled ahead slightly. We have about 75 meters to go. Very close race coming into the finish here. From teammates Holst and Galaviz, and that was lane 3. Holst touching first with a 4:37.49. Galaviz second with a 4:37.76, and then third was lane 7, Tosley, with a 4:43.99. And this is the 6th and final heat of the 400-meter freestyle for the boys. Lane 3, we have Dan Staker, UVA, for Jack Tallboys from Legends, and lane 5, Brian Granado from CSC. What a close race there. Touching first was Cowboys in lane 4 with a 4:43.59. Second was Granado with a 4:43.83. And this is event 4, the girls 200 meter individual medley. This is heat 1. Lane 1, we have Vienna Lemon, Olympus. Lane 2, Francesca Hunt from Olympus. Lane 3, Erin Palmer from Utah. Lane 4, Jade Gardsting from Fish Market. Lane 5, Lorraine Moran from Olympus. Lane 6, Taylor Bennett from Hilltop. Lane 7, Sadie McDonald from Olympus. And lane 8, Claire Hamela from Fish Market. That's Jade Garstang in the lead in lane 4. Coming into that back to breaststroke transition. .104.9 at the halfway point. Great underwater pull from Garstang. Like it's going to be Garstang, lane 4 with a 2:26.40. Lane 5 getting second. That's Moran with a 2:27.11. And third place was Bennett with a 2:31.30. Heat 2 of 10. In lane 1, we have Sophie Anders from Fish Market. Lane 2, Gabriella Henry from Olympus. Lane 3, Kate Reichner from UVA. Lane 4, Crystal Liu from Utah. Lane 5, Veronica Black, Fish Market. Lane 6, Chesney Bonner from Southern Utah. Lane 7, Lauren Greenwell from Olympus. And lane 8, Katherine Brower from Utah Valley. And that's Bonner with the lead in lane 6. 107.8 at the halfway point. Lane 5 now with the lead. That's Black from Fish Market. Close race though. Anyone can still take that. Coming down on this last link. Touching first is Bonner in lane 6, 2:29.65. Second was Liu in lane 4, 2:29.68. And third was Black with a 2:30.56. Heat 3 in lane 1, Odessa Talbot from Fish Market. Lane 2, Anna Diedrichs from Wasatch. Lane 3, Elaine Liu from Fish Market. Lane 4, Chloe Thompson, Utah. Lane 5, Addison Richards, Utah Valley. Lane 6, Shayla Zulchik from Fish Market. Lane 7, Avery Bulkley from Utah Valley. And lane 8, Brooklyn Richter from Fish Market. Pretty even across the field right now, transitioning from back to breaststroke. Thompson in lane 4 pulled ahead on that breaststroke, closely followed by Richards in lane 5. Very close race here. Touching first is Thompson, lane 4, 2:27.39. Second was Richards with a 2:27.46. And third was Bulkley with a 2:32.43. Heat 4 of 10. In lane 1, we have Grace Wilson from Hilltop. Lane 2, Kara Jameson from Skyline. Lane 3, Felicia Shee from West Valley. Lane 4, Greta Doretto from Olympus. Lane 5, Claire Daly from Southern Utah. Lane 6, Santina Hunt from Olympus. And lane 8, Eleanor Plant from Fish Market. Touching first at the halfway point is Hunt in lane 6 with a 1:12.38. Coming into the wall at first place is lane 2, Jameson with a 2:36.09. Second place was Plant in lane 8 with a 2:37.3. And third was Hunt with a 2:37.79.
Pierre, this is our adaptive, right? Our adaptive turn.
Okay, heat 5 of 10. In lane 1, we have Sarah Cook from Cache Valley. Lane 2, Eva Phillips from Utah Valley. Lane 3, Cadence Laws from Northwest Valley. Lane 4, Lene Nelson from Utah Valley. 5, Amani Rose from Fish Market. 6, Brinley Waite from Utah Valley. 7, Sarah Corliss from Cache Valley. And lane 8, Adeline Harding from Lehigh. Phillips is pulling ahead on this breaststroke leg over in lane 2. Phillips has a slight lead still on this last 25 meters, but pretty close race across the entire field. Nelson's giving a good run for it. And touching first is Phillips in lane 2 with a 2:35.69. Second is Nelson with a 2:36.04. And third is Harding over in lane 8 with a 2:38.47. This is heat 6. In lane 1, Dylan Romprey from Southern Utah. Lane 2, Annalise Ham from Park City. Lane 3, Maisie Priest from Utah Valley. Lane 4, Alexandra Lund from Olympus. Lane 6, Alyssa Soderquist from Lehigh. Lane 7, Claire Hawk from Utah Valley. And lane 8, Isabel Harris from Fish Market. The halfway mark, that's Priest in first place. Coming into the finish here, Lund has a good lead, and she is going to touch the wall with a time of 2:40.17. Second place going to Priest, 2:43.02, and lane 3 Romprey with a 2:44.60. Heat 7, Delaney Dolan from Park City. Lane 2, Tiffany Palmer from Kearns. Lane 3, Taylor Nelson from Cuda. Lane 4, Ksenia Keller from Wasatch. Lane 5, Ella Fuller from Southern Utah. Lane 6, Ada Bismeyer from South Davis. 7, Sydney Guzman from Utah Valley. And 8, Jessica Holtz from Fish Market. Bismeyer has the lead at the halfway point with a 1:11.3.
Go!
on to that lead going into the last 50. Touching first is Fuller in lane 5 with a 2:37.7. Second, Glissmeyer with a 2:38.4. Third, Palmer with a 2:42.85. Heat 8 in lane 1, we have Madeline Stoles from Olympus. 2, Elsie Crowell from South Davis. 3, Lola Hunter from Legends. 4, Chava Hirschbach from Fish Market. 5, Sorsha Canning from Park City. 6, Albine Bradley from Hotwood Heights. 7, Sydney Barr from Haste. And 8, Anna Klung from Park City. Canning in lane 5 is in the lead right now on this breaststroke leg, about 75 meters to go. Coming into the finish, that is Canning with a time of 2:39.76. Second is Hunter with a 2:41.77. And third is Hirschkopf with a 2:42.53. Heat 9 of 10 in lane 1, Kira Jensen from Southern Utah. Lane 2, Allison Hanous from Wasatch. Lane 3, Sydney McElwee from Olympus. Lane 4, Sophia Canal from Olympus. 5, Natalie Fetzoff from Fish Market. 6, Chloe Whitehead from Olympus. 7, Soli Hernandez from Hilltop. And 8, Lillian Schiffman from Legends. Very close race at that halfway mark. Looks like lane 2, Muse, is out in the lead on this breaststroke. Coming down the finish here, McElwee is pulling ahead on this freestyle leg. And at the finish, that's McElwee in lane 3 with a 2:47.08. Second place steps off with a 2:49.89, and third place, that is Hernandez with a 2:49.97. This is the 10th and final heat of the girls 200-meter IM. Lane 3, Irma Lamb from Southern Utah, and lane 5, Adeline Nye from Cache Valley. Nye has the lead at the halfway point, turning at a 1:17.78. About 25 meters from finishing. After the conclusion of this race, the results will be posted shortly after, and the top 32 swimmers will be back to swim that in finals tonight. And that is Nye coming in with a 2:47.82 and Lamb with a 2:50.24. event number 5, the boys 200-meter individual medley, heat 1 of 13. We have Kevin 2 in lane 1 from Olympus, lane 3, Gabriel Jones from Olympus, lane 4, Tanner Nelson from Utah Valley, lane 5, Baylor Lewis from Utah, lane 6, Isaac Wardle from Olympus, 7, Lakin Swenson from Olympus, and 8, Justin Chamberlain, also from Olympus. Very close race out there with Nelson and Ford touching first at 58.85. Jones just behind at 58.97. And Nelson pulling ahead on his breaststroke leg. IM events really do come down to the breaststroke leg. If you're a breaststroker, you do have an advantage on these. Nelson touching first with a 2:06.25. Lewis is second with a 2:07.8. And Jones third with a 2:10.18. Chase Johnson from Skyline, and 8, Sam Peterson from Hilltop. Lane 4 with the lead at 58.2. Okay, touching first, lane 4, Arsenal with a 2:04.7. That's actually his exact time he was seated with, 2:04.72. Touching second is McKean with a 2:12.86, and third, Michaels with a 2:14.65. is Heat 3. In lane 1, we have Marcus Richter from Fish Market. 2, Miles Moran from Olympus. 3, Darwin Anderson, Utah Valley. 4, Sean Honey, Utah Valley. 5, Nicholas Morton, Olympus. 6, Benjamin Hatchard, Olympus. 7, Truman James, Lehigh. And 8, Mateo Flores, Utah Valley. Okay, in the lead right now is lane 4, Honey. 100 split was 58.05. Great race between Honey and Morton on this last 50. Honey slightly ahead and Morton's trying to chase him down these last 15 meters. And touching first, that's Honey with a 2:08.38. Second is Morton with a 2:09.40. And third is Anderson with a 2:12.36. This is Heat 4. In lane 1, we have Matthew Lee from Olympus. Lane 2, Van Haney from Hilltop. 3, Bodie Anders from Fish Market. 5, Yunping Tao from Skyline. 6, Makai Smith from Hilltop. 7, Thomas Chamberlain from South Davis. And lane 8, Hunter Iverson from Southern Utah. First place at the halfway mark is Haney in lane 2, touching in for 1:04.2. Overtook the field with that breaststroke leg and is now in first place, coming in the last 25 meters of the race. And a good race here, less than 5 meters to go. touching first is Haney with a 2:20.74. Second is Lee with a 2:21.47. Third is Chamberlain with a 2:25.92. This is heat 5 of 13. In lane 1, we have Beck Johnson from Hilltop. Lane 2, Edward Hansen from Utah Valley. 3, Max Wiesman from West Valley. 4, Brigham Skinner from Cache Valley. 5, Charlton Fiskus from Fish Market. Lane 6, Ammon Kamau from Fish Market. Lane 7, Nathan Contreras from Park City. And lane 8, Leonard Kai from Fish Market. Johnson in lane 1 has the lead right now. It is a very close race. Johnson still in the lead in lane 1 with the rest of the field running him down on this last 5 meters. And Johnson touches first with a 2:22.42. Skinner second with a 2:22.87. And Fiskus third with a 2:23.18. In lane 1, we have Huckleberry Burton from Fish Market. Lane 2, Kai Hell from Skyline. Lane 3, Ethan Brown from Fish Market. Lane 4, Connor Clark from Lehigh. Lane 5, Taylor Fox from Southern Utah. Lane 6, Samuel Colson from Hilltop. Lane 7, Dylan Giraldi from Lehigh. And lane 8, Pavel Naruta from Fish Market. Hill in lane 2 has the lead right now. Very close race between Polson and Hell and Clark. Okay, coming into about the last 25 meters of the race. Touching first is Hale with a 2:23.69. Second, Clark, 2:24.74. And third, Giraldi with a 2:24.82. Heat 7 of 13. In lane 1, we have William Scott from South Davis. Lane 2, Braden Stoddard from Wasatch. Lane 3, Thomas Powers from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 4, Ida Hibino from Utah Valley. Lane 5, Justin Tao, Olympus. Lane 6, Roman Nowell from Cuda. Lane 7, Cody Judd from Southern Utah. And lane 8, Noah Stout from Cottonwood Heights. Matt Stoddard with the lead at the halfway point, looking at 1:05.7. Stoddard's hanging on to that lead, 25 meters to go. Powers giving a good push at the end here. Touching first, Stoddard with a 2:24.2. Second, Nowell with a 2:24.5. And third, Powers with a 2:24.71. This is Heat 8 in lane 1, Ryder Rodders from Southern Utah. Lane 2, Sean Cannon from CSC. Lane 3, Kyler Quant from Cache Valley. Lane 4, Dallin McKee from Cuda. Lane 5, Bowden Olovich from Olympus. Lane 6, Parker Edwards from Wasatch. And lane 8, Stockton Rogers from Olympus. Close race between McKee and Olovich at the halfway point, both at a 104.9. Pulling ahead at the end here. Close race for second between Rogers and McKee. Perlman. Touching first as Olovich with a 2:21.84. Second is Rogers, 2:23.89. And third place is lane 4, McKee with a 2:24.96. Heat 9 of 13. In lane 1, William Kokanee from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 2, Dalton Rivkin from South Davis. Lane 3, James Christensen from Utah Valley. Lane 4, Tate Scott from Lehigh. Lane 5, Joshua Fox from Southern Utah. Lane 6, Skylar Maudsley from Legends. Lane 7, Jason Blau from Fish Market. And Lane 8, Herodo Stedman from Lehigh. Scott in the middle of the pool with the lead, 106.2 at the halfway point. Scott holding on to this lead since the very beginning. Now it's a race for second place finisher. And that is Scott touching the wall with a 2:26.40. Second place Christensen, 2:28.7. And third is Fox with a 2:29.60. This is heat 10, lane 1, Bridger Scott, Fish Market, lane 2, Max Giddings, CFC, lane 3, Roe Walbridge, Cuda, lane 4, Zion Turner, Seacat, lane 5, Emmett Sterling, Wasatch, lane 6, Benjamin Gillespie, Legends, lane 7, Jayton Bear Cloud, Basin Blast, lane 8, James Bisky from Cuda. Almost a six-way tie coming into the back-to-breast transition. And that was Gillespie touching first with a 108.05. 100 meters to go. Giddings has taken over the lead after the breaststroke. Gillespie took that lead right back on the freestyle leg, finishing first with a 2:26.94. Scott in lane 1 finishing second, 2:30.29, and Giddings finishing third with a 2:30.42. This is heat 11, lane 1, Aaron Jensen from Lehigh, lane 2, Logan Hansen from Utah Valley, 3, Miller Wells from Southern Utah, lane 4, Avery Jones from Wasatch, lane 5, Andrew Shoup from Cottonwood Heights, lane 6, Oakley James from Lehigh, lane 7, Daniel Wayne from Lehigh, and lane 8, Aiden Smith from Fish Market. Hansen has the lead after the backstroke, lane 2, touching with a 1:08.22. Shoup making a push for it and on this breaststroke leg. Pretty close here at the finish, and it's going to be Shoup touching first with a 2:31.03. Hansen second with a 2:31.61, and Wang third with a 2:32.06. This is heat 12 of 13 in lane 1, Andrew Gray from Cedar Swim. Lane 2, Charlie Mitty from Utah Valley. Lane 3, Wyatt McCoy from Southern Utah. Lane 4, William Talbot, Fish Market. Lane 5, Robert Miller from Skyline. Lane 6, Emmett Hansen from Utah Valley. Lane 7, Yutron Chang from Fish Market. And lane 8, Nathan Mole from Cottonwood Heights. Talbot has a lead at the halfway point. McCoy trying to chase him down with that breaststroke. McCoy has pulled ahead on that last 50. Touching first is Talbot with a 2:30.72. Second, McCoy with a 2:31.3. And third, Miller with a 2:32.24. This is heat 13 in lane 1, Toller Carlton from Olympus. Lane 2, Easton Adams from Piranha Swim. Lane 3, Henry Helgeson from South Davis. Lane 4, Quentin McCoy from Southern Utah. Lane 5, Nicholas Harper from Utah Valley. Lane 6, Zach Stevens from Hilltop Aquatics. Lane 7, Luke Nelson from Clearfield. And lane 8, Rogers from Clearfield. Adams in lane 2 with the lead at the halfway point. Touching first is Rogers in lane 8 with a 2:35.12. Second, Stevens with a 2:35.3. And third, Nelson with a 2:35.86. The 14th and final heat of the men's 200-meter IM. Lane 4, Collier Brace from Skyline, and lane 5, Finnegan Vorwaller from Skyline. Vorwaller with the lead at the halfway point, turning with a 107.4. That is Vorwaller touching first with a 2-second drop. The 2:30.29 and Brace with a 2:37.14. Event number 6, the women's 50-meter freestyle, heat 1. Lane 1, Katya Holz. 2, Brooklyn Richter. 3, Gabriella Henry. 4, Madison Parker. 5, Raiden Harris. 6, Francesca Hunt. 7, Megan Legard. 8, Aubrey Bradley. And touching first, that is Parker with a 26.47. This is heat 2, lane 1, Adeline Harding. Lane 2, Hannah Zessa Barrett. Lane 3, Emma Lemler. Lane 4, Julia Bartel. Lane 5, Reagan Patterson. Lane 6, Tice Ibanez. Lane 7, Serena Rahm. Lane 8, Sophie Anders. Touching first is Bartel with a 26.84. This is heat 3 in lane 1, Anna Diedrichs. Lane 2, Nadia Alonso. Lane 3, Taylor Bennett. Lane 4, Hallie Williams. Lane 5, Sophie Scoville. Lane 6, Danielle Cannon. 7, Sophie Rona. And 8, Jade Garstang. And touching first, that is Williams with a 26.91. And this is heat 4 in lane 1, Taylor Hooten. 2, Veronica Black. 3, Annie Reichner. 4, Claire Daly. 5, Rory Sorensen. 6, Elsa Bringard. 7, Caroline Riding. 8, Lauren Greenwell. And touching first, that is Sorensen with a 28.47. Heat 5 is in the water. Lane 1, Reese Andrews. 2, Eva Phillips. 3, Jane Elder. 4, Allison Hughes. 5, Albine Bradley. 6, Grace Wilson. 7, Adelaide Gassman. 8, Alyssa Sorensen. And touching first, that is Phillips with a 29.15. And heat 6 in the water. Lane 1 is Elaine Liu. 2, Haley Bachman. 3, Santina Hunt. 4, Taylor Ziegler. 5, Isabella Williams. 6, Anya Clark. 7, Delaney Dolan. And 8, Isabel Reynolds. And touching first is Williams with a 28.74. Heat 7, lane 1 is Kara Jensen. 2, Sydney McElwee. 3, Maisie Priest. 4, Laura Rigby. 5, Anna Klung. 6, Haley Bott. 7, McKenna Garlick. And 8, Sophie Topham. Touching first in that heat was Klung with a 29.28. Heat 8, lane 1, Madeline Fenwick. 2, Alyssa Soderquist. 3, Ava Glissmeyer. 4, Madeline Stoles. 5, Mackenzie Knudsen. 6, Navy Dent. 7, Ava Ellington. And 8, Kalia Hasselback. Finishing first is Glissmeyer with a 29.72. And this is heat 9 of 11. Lane 1, Chloe Bowman. Lane 2, Sophie DuPont. Lane 3, Emery Lachance. 4, Emma Stevens. 5, Claire Pocock. 6, Elsie Crowell. 7, Isabel Harris. And 8, Piper Fennell. And touching first is DuPont with a 29.63. Okay, heat 10, lane 1, Amani Rose, lane 2, Lila Sylvia, lane 3, Tate Swenson, lane 4, Brinley Nilsson, lane 5, Valerie Guzman de la Hoz, lane 6, Sarah Fivero, lane 7, Carolee Moore, and lane 8, Sydney Guzman. And touching first is Nilsson with a 30.04. Okay, the 11th and final heat of the women's 50 freestyle. Lane 1, Brinley Harward. 2, Chava Hirschkopf. 3, Kinsley Taylor. 4, Tiffany Palmer. 5, Madeline Watt. 6, Chloe Whitehead. 7, Gabrielle Zurias. And 8, Madison Salzman. Touching first is Palmer with a 30.87. Okay, event 7, boys 50-meter freestyle, heat 1. In lane 1, Adam Sinclair. 2, Durgan McKean. 3, Matthew Dettering. 4, William Woodall. 5, Robert Barton. 6, Sean Honey. 7, Abe Astle. And 8, Ethan Purcell. And touching first is Woodall with a 23.65. Heat 2 in lane 1, Samuel Mortensen. 2, Matthew Durbin. 3, Charles Sorensen. 4, Jeffrey Stachulek. 5, Maxwell Kleinman. 6, Samuel Carlson. 7, Leon Barnard. And 8, Nicholas Chirifisi. And touching first was Stachulek with a 24.16. This is heat 3 in the water. Lane 1, Parker McComber. Lane 2, Angel Nunez Lanza. 3, Sebastian Rona. 4, Colin Parker. 5, Bryce Broadhead. 6, Emerson Edwards. 7, Matthew Hemmett. And 8, Benjamin Gillespie. And touching first, that is Parker with a 24.07. Heat 4 in the water, lane 1, Owen Hershey, 2, Samuel Lloyd, 3, Jackson Bellingham, 4, Benjamin Hatcher, 5, Kevin Teal, 6, Grant Gibbs, 7, Keegan LG, and 8, Braden Towns. And touching first is Gibbs with a 24.62. Heat 5 in lane 1, we have Bodie Anders, 2, Gabriel Jones, 3, Alexander Berg, 4, Beck Johnson, 5, Chase Johnson, 6, Talon Coons, 7, Liam Glissmeyer, and 8, Damon Erickson. And touching first is Jones with the 25.08. Heat 6 in lane 1, we have Andrew Webster, 2, Jackson Hatcher, 3, Truman James, 4, Levi Galavis, 5, Lincoln Hymas, 6, Jameson Taylor, 7, Lee Cummard, and 8, Corbin Laws. And touching first is Galavis with the 25.05. This is Heat 7, lane 1, Jack Haney, 2, Emmett Hatcher, 3, Taylor Fox, 4, Tag 1, 5, Austin Sorensen, 6, Isaac Wardle, 7, Huckleberry Burton, and 8, Sean Cannon. Finishing first is Sorensen with the 25.68. Heat 8 in the water, lane 1, Ethan Bangerter, 2, Garrett Barker, 3, Finnegan Borwaller, 4, Justin Chamberlain, 5, Braden Stoddard, 6, Connor Clark, 7, Harrison Bay, and 8, Kyler Plant. And finishing first is Chamberlain with a 25.86. Heat 9 in the water. In lane 1, we have Cooper Hodgkinson, 2, Caleb Wright, 3, Simon Flores, 4, Evan Karajic, 5, Tucker Hodgkinson, 6, Blake Reed, 7, Tate Johnson, and 8, Gabriel Holtz. And touching first is Reed with a 26.46. This is Heat 10, lane 1, Edward Hansen, 2, Ethan Brown, 3, Connor Swenson, 4, Jack Smart, 5, Paul Pachowski, 6, Benjamin Schiffman. 7, Riker Polos. 8, Ryder Waters. And finishing first is Schiffman with a 26:36. This is heat 11. In lane 1, we have William Scott. Lane 2, Matthew Lee. Lane 3, Tate Scott. Lane 4, Jack Talboys. Lane 5, Beckham Hell. Lane 6, Justin Tao. Lane 7, Jason Bowe. And lane 8, Zion Turner. And finishing first, that's Lee with a 26:60. And this is heat 12. In lane 1, we have Dallin McKee. Lane 2, Logan Hansen. Lane 3, Soren Alonso. Lane 4, Asher Topham. Lane 5, Andrew Shoup. Lane 6, Max Dixon. Lane 7, Aiden Tarrant. And lane 8, Jeffrey Smith. And touching first, that was Dixon with a 26:67. Heat 13. In lane 1, we have Hunter Iverson. Lane 2, Aiden Taylor. Lane 3, Avery Jones. Lane 4, Charlie Mitty. Lane 5, Bridger Scott. Lane 6, Spencer Hendry. Lane 7, Pavel Naruta. And lane 8, Porter Wiley. Touching first was Naruto with the 27:06. Heat 14. In lane 1, we have Max Giddings. Lane 2, Easton Adams. Lane 3, Dalton Rivkin. Lane 4, Skylar Maudsley. Lane 5, Jacob Hamblin. Lane 6, Cedric Monson. Lane 7, Everett Gassman. And lane 8, Noah Stout. And touching first was Rivkin with the 27:52. Heat 15 in the water, lane 1. Gidanaya Vandertulen. Lane 2, Brian Granado. Lane 3, Collier Brace. Lane 4, Minchung Chang. Lane 5, William Talbot. Lane 6, Daniel Wang. Lane 7, Nathan Knoll. And lane 8, Joshua Fox. And touching first is Granado with a 28:15. Heat 16 in the water, lane 1, Jacob Anderson. Lane 2, Haribo Stedman. Lane 3, Kyle Ingram. Lane 4, Aaron Jensen. Johnson. Lane 5, Emmett Hansen. Lane 6, Zach Stevens. Lane 7, Barrett Judkins. And Lane 8, Brigham Skinner. And touching first was Skinner with a 28.06. This is the 17th and final heat of the event and the prelim session this morning. Lane 3, Carter Coburn. Lane 4, Roe Walbridge. Lane 5, Stockton Rogers. And Lane 6, Kid from Clearfield. And touching first in that heat was Rogers with a 26.78. That concludes the morning session of the meet. It starts back up at 5:30 this evening for finals.